Florida. Our Aaron Parseghian spoke with Congressman Peter Meijer about the withdrawing of troops and what he thinks the Biden administration needs to fix immediately.
You know, this was never a conflict that was going to end in a positive way through our military engagement.
Congressman Peter Meijer speaking with Fox 17 after President Joe Biden announced plans to end the war in Afghanistan by the end of August, ahead of the original September 11th deadline.
I'm glad to see that troops are leaving on an expedited basis. I still have many additional concerns.
Among them, the safety of thousands of Afghans who served alongside U.S. troops, now facing imminent danger as the Taliban gains ground.
These were Afghans who were going out on patrols, some of whom returned fire and saved the lives of American service members, some of whom were shot and injured in the course of serving as translators, as interpreters, many of whom now have a target on their backs because they were either helping the U.S. in intelligence ways, right? They were serving as translators during interrogations.
While the Biden administration says they are now making plans to evacuate them, Meijer says they're not moving fast enough.
The Biden administration needs to mobilize a mass evacuation. A lot of these individuals are still being targeted, are still being killed. And as things get more complex, as the security situation continues to deteriorate, if we find ourselves in a position where we're having to go pluck these individuals out of refugee camps in Pakistan or Iran, shame on us. Right? We have the ability to do this now. There is no reason why we should be delaying and dragging our feet for bureaucratic hurdles.
The end of the U.S.'s 20-year involvement in Afghanistan, also putting in perspective AUMFs, or the Authorization for Use of Military Force, which has put troops in Afghanistan and elsewhere around the globe without congressional debate.
And this one's approaching 20 years in late September, approaching 20 years old, that was originally intended for Al-Qaeda and associated forces and has been used to fight conflicts in 19 countries on 3 continents. It's been used against entities that didn't exist on 9/11. It's been used against entities that were fighting Al-Qaeda. So it's been stretched beyond any comprehension.
Repealing outdated AUMFs has been a top priority for the Iraq War veteran. His bill to repeal ones from 1957 and 1991 recently passed the House. Meijer hopes it will hold lawmakers accountable before Americans are sent into combat.
What I strongly view is that first step towards Congress reprising that authority and, frankly, taking back its responsibility and not just delegating it, washing its hands and saying, we'd rather sit around fundraising and going on cable news than having to make the hard questions, than having to cast a vote, that puts men and women, American soldiers, in harm's way.
For Fox 17 News, I'm Aaron Parseghian.
And for more on our conversation with Congressman Meijer, you can head to fox17online.com. Meanwhile, the U.S. is currently working on a diplomatic strategy to keep the peace between the Islamic Republic and the Taliban.